burning through our oil, but she'll just about do.
Just about.
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
Then I'll cry.
I wish we had a bloody army.
And hell.
Where am I needed?
There is work to do.
Attention!
Narrows at night time. 2 steps in, and you're likely
Hey,
to
good
become
looking.
some dire-
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land. Take care now.
Can't slow down.
This place gives me the creeps.
Seen alleyways in Baldur's Gate that are plenty worse.
None of this would have happened if you simply listened.
Don't speak to me, child.
Did you enjoy relaxing here while I battled that wretched darkness? What were you thinking?
I'm sorry, we got captured by murderous lunatics!
I thought you were dead, you ass! Both of you!
We're all safe, Roland. That's what matters.
I was just overwhelmed. Doesn't matter.
I'm sorry. We should have been here.
No, it's not your fault. I shouldn't have shouted. I'm sorry.
Thank you for saving me. And the two idiots.
Humble too? Imagine that.
He has no cause to be humble. He's brought us back together. A task I failed miserably at. You went out of your way to help us. It's only right you get something in return. Here. I hope it helps.
Anyone keeping an eye on those children from helping? Maybe not, Mom.
So now, we just wait. Hope the truth will come through.
Yes, we wait. If we're called, join the fight against Cleric. And with the true soul, we will land the final blow.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it?
Don't play coy. You could have left us behind, but you didn't. You should have seen him. He was brave, but also terrifying. In a good way.
I never thought I'd see... well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
One lost soldier among thousands.
Why are you smiling at me? Uh-huh.
Ketheric's lackeys found me already. Blast it all! You need to deal with him. He's dead and finished. Not before.
Still alive, Bran. That's worth a cheer at the very least.
Have you ever known?
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite a flutter. Do you know why? You did? But that means... Wolverine! Wolverine! Where is he?
But we're exhausted. Anything happened while I was away?
Ah!
It'll be quiet in the city. We'll have a little house, maybe a garden.
Wolverine!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barkas?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barkas?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help finding Wulbrin.
You don't belong here, Barkas. As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wulbrin... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
Please, that isn't necessary.
Indeed. Neither of you has any clue what's at stake. And why should you? It's Iron Hand gnome business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Well, there we have it. Wulbrin is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. As promised. I give you the brilliant retort. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded. One and the same. Well, once you're used to someone, you're used to them. Well, perhaps Wulbrin is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate. Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone soon enough.
It'll be quiet in the city.
Yes? I'm sure you would. If you're done rifling through my...
Every moment Cleric lives is another I am away from Baldur's Gate.
Very well.
Why? We kept Alt safe. That's what matters. Couldn't have done it without you.
We're bruised, battered, but we're together again. You damn well brought them back.
How are you holding up?
perfectly fine. The
I'll
accommodation
celebrate when
leaves
Ketheric's dead.
we desired, but
Not before.
We're still alive, Bran.
It could be a lot
Worth
worse.
a cheer at the very least.
You ever known me to cheer?
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Do you? Well, let us not leave you in suspense then. You are right. She is. Something malign? Huh. Or some blessing of Seluna, perhaps. I do not know what restored Isabel's life to her, but I can see what she is doing with it. If she wished to see us drowned in darkness, Isabel needn't have lifted a finger. Instead, she holds out her hand. I choose to take it. I choose to trust. And not just because I have no other choice. If it will help, only remember, I bear more blame for the Shadow Curse than Isabel does. And she can no more control her parentage than you can that thing in your head. She'll extend that protection to you too if you see her. You've shown me how well you can sniff out secrets. I'd like to see you turn that nose upon Cleric Thorn. The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter, at least. Did you learn anything more? Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Cleric has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see what he gains. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else? Then speak. The same way hoppers learn of anything. Poking noses where they don't belong. We sent an agent to infiltrate this cult. The latest fad among the city's bored nobility, I thought. Until that same agent returned and tried to plant a knife in my neck. My first encounter with a true soul. I'm glad ours ended on friendlier terms. From there, I made some inquiries of my own. Saw firsthand how easily the cult could turn friend to foe with but the twist of a tadpole. And so I gathered my harpers and came to the source. Moonrise Towers. Ugh. Some crusty balladmonger, I expect. They have me slaying gods, or laying with them, depending on the bard. You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago by now. And for all our victories, we remain on the back foot. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. The songs would have you believe we saved the realm's entire. Perhaps we did. They simply refused to stay saved.
You did well to help those people escape Ketheric. Every soul saved is a blessing, and you're raining them upon us. True enough. I won't keep you, but I'm glad to see these people looking so well. Almost laughable that he sees himself fit to judge anyone. Did you learn anything about how we might defeat him? That's fantastic. Well done. I'm glad you've made progress. Protecting this inn, well, it takes it out of you. I'll hold out as long as I can. By the sound of things, we'll have a more permanent solution soon. So glad you're on our side. Go on, then. Maybe she was waiting for one of us to find this place ourselves. Free will and all that. Though if it were my place to ask why she let Ketheric turn, why she allowed this village to rot at his hands, believe me, I would. It belongs to the goddess Shah. According to the Harpers, it fell here when they defeated Ketheric, the one who tried to have me kidnapped. I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough. Right place, right time. When a cleric of Selûne stumbles into a Sharan shadow, she's bound to set it to rights, at any cost. I could say the same. But perhaps we should save the trivia till we're on the other side of this thing. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories. What's on your mind?
Her breath catches. You notice a barely perceptible shudder run through her body.
An unfortunate coincidence. I hope never to meet the wicked man who hemorrhaged shadows over this peaceful village. That's incredible news. I won't ask for the specifics as to how you uncovered that, but I'm grateful you've done whatever it takes. I can't believe there's an end in sight. Thank you. Go on, then.
I'll celebrate when Ketheric's dead. Not before.
Trolls report more activity among the
Thank you for bringing Danis back to me. I really don't know what I'd do without him.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything.
Right. What now? I've got a long road ahead.
What am I to do? This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far.
Nothing. Shadowheart continues her prayer in silence.
All right. No need to dash in ahead of me. I'm ready. Nothing. Just a show of respect. Trust me, you wouldn't want to displease her. Not here. Let's continue. What's next, I wonder?
Your party is gathered. You are ready. Or so you hope. Trepidation and awe ripple through you as you enter the water. Beyond lies Shah's domain, the Shadowfell.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
You did well. Better than I would have credited you with. Now, hurry along and bear witness to my masterpiece.
This is the Dark Lady's domain. He does not belong here.
The Shadowfell. Or at least a little pocket of it, repurposed to house the relic. There is not a shadow of a doubt. But don't take my word for it. Come, see for yourself.
I feel lighter, unburdened, as if the softest push could send me drifting away.
I must keep going.
Just a little bit further. See my actions, Lady Shadowheart. Hear my words of faith.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. Got to press on.
Blessed Consider, witness my adoration.
There's no time to waste. Whatever comes, I'm ready. Onward, ever onward. There is work to do. No time for Danny.
I have emptied my heart of falsehoods. I have vanquished your foes. Nearly there. Have to keep going. Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall. As sure as night will fall.
No time to rest.
I wonder what the next move is. Let's get on with it.
As much as I savor
Do what you will. I cannot prevent you. But you know as well as I will come for you. One.
so enthralled by gory.
Balthazar. Come to add more bars to my cage? Or perhaps to lead this would-be Justicia's blade directly to my heart? hurt you, heap more sins upon your head, my retribution will be all the sweeter for them.
All this time, and you still fail to appreciate the gifts I bestowed on you, Aelin. Sad to see a thing of beauty not recognize its own worth. But General Thorm, he appreciates you, and he wants you close at hand. So, I am here to whisk you back to him.
Cleric. I welcome the sight of him after these 100 years. He whose immortality I supply with my very soul.
General Thorm. I'm sure you'll be on your best behavior for him, but just in case, I've taken some precautions. Keep back. It will take quite some concentration to secure Aelin for her little journey.
The Nightsong is Shah's sacrifice. She's my destiny. He cannot have her.
Person? Please. You insult her. You insult me. Aelin is so much more than that. She is an Aasimar, bound to a soul cage of my creation, and lending her immortal strength to General Thorm. Her power, his will, and my genius. An unsurpassable feat.
Ramblings most unsane. Poor Balthazar, for maggots ate his brain long ago.
Hold your tongue, Aelin, or I'll take it away from you again. And you, no more questions. No more interference. The arrogance of divinity. Your patron will not hear your prayers when I add you to my undying retinue, godling.
Poor fucker.
Let us make short work of this.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Talk to me. On I go then. Not Let me strike true.
striking down my body will be the end of me.
Never a dull moment. One day I'll catch a break.
Can't give up. Not now.
Open up.
Under their noses.
My faith will protect me.
this time.
No choice but to keep going. Don't waste a step. Blood comes easy these days.
Find a route. Well, well. Look what we have here.
Can't afford to let up. Got to move.
her blood be anointed, Dark Justicia.
What's up for discussion?
Balthazar has drawn his final rancid breath. A pity it was not my hand that brought it about. Instead, it was you. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justicia is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Yes, I think so. My whole life's been leading to this. No turning back now. If I have to step over your corpse to fulfill what Lady Shah asks of me, so be it. Your choice.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, I. Empowered to kill the child of a god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child. Frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be. can't believe I just did that. Lady Shah will disown me. What will happen to me?
Not what will happen. What will you do? Your past is not yet lost. Your future is not yet fixed. Lay a hand on me in friendship, not quite Sharon. And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss. Our Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden Selûne, mother of the so-called Nightsong. The Nightsong is no more! Resplendent. You have given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your dark lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready? To kill Cleric Thorm.
We need to leave. Lady Shah won't stand for us to be here, not after what we did. That's what frightens me. She must be angry. Yet I don't feel it. Or hear it. There's only silence. Let's get out of here, please. Whatever's coming, I don't want to be in the heart of the Shadowfell when it finds me. The Nightsong will be headed for Moonrise Towers. We'd better get there and see what she's unleashed against Cleric Thorm.
Powerful ally. Well chosen, Shadowheart.
The Nightsong will tear Cleric to shreds. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
forgive me.
Shadowheart, what happened? You were missing for a moment.
I thought I was done for. I thought perhaps I might have been dead. This is all like some sort of terrible dream. But it's real, isn't it? I stood before the Nightsong. I heard Lady Shah's words. And I failed her. Worse than failed her, I defied her. Just because of what that Aasimar said. I tried to leave, but Shah blocked me. Punished me for failing her. I thought I knew the limit of pain that the incurable wound could inflict, but I had no idea. It felt like I was suffering the agony of 1,000 people all at once. My blood was boiling, my hair was on fire. I thought I'd claw my own face off with the pain. But then she released me. Banished me, more like. She said I was an outcast. That all of her children would know me and revile me.
Shadowheart looks distraught, abandoned by her goddess and all former allies. And as for her divine magic, admitting who empowers her now may break her spirit for good.
I suppose I do, don't I? You've done more to help me than my faith has in recent times, if I'm honest. Thank you. There's been something between us for some time. A connection, more than friends. I recognized it, but didn't act on it. I thought my faith was the most important thing in my life. I couldn't have been more wrong. I've squandered too much time already. I want to be with you. Now and always. Do you want the same? It wasn't too long ago that I could never imagine smiling again. Shows what I know. Nightsong promised she'd tell me something about myself. I need to speak with her as soon as I can. What she said to me back in the Shadowfell about the wolves, that's no coincidence. She took flight to hunt down Cleric Thorm. All I can do is help hasten his demise, and hope that answers soon follow. Don't thank me. I didn't do it for her. I'm not even sure I did it for me. Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts. Do you really need to ask? I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind. The Shadowfell, Nightsong. I can think of little else. Yes. I'm counting on it. I have little else to turn to. The sooner I speak to Nightsong, the sooner I'll know what the future holds for me. Assuming I have a future at all.
what's happening out there. Who was that streaking across the sky? An immortal. But it couldn't possibly be. Never mind. It doesn't matter. What matters is you have him in a corner. Jaheira and every fighting body in this place have gone to Moonrise Towers to face Cleric down. She's waiting for you there. End this. Now. We're all counting on you. Moon Maiden, protect and guide you.
Another step forward.
Trinkets and doodahs. Can I get you anything? A drink, a bite to eat?
Glad to see you again. I was afraid you'd get swallowed up by the shadows. Instead, you found us some cavalry. Very well done.
I don't think I've ever seen Harpers move so fast. What in the hells is going down at Moonrise?
You're still here. Thought you'd be halfway to Moonrise and leading the Harper's charge on the tower. Go on. The day needs saving.
I can't wait for things to just be... This place isn't much, but it's home. Now I'm here with you. I missed you so much.
Please, don't stop crying. Then I'll cry.
You wanted something? Thank you. I think any attempts at comforting me might be in vain just now. But you're sweet to keep me in your thoughts.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorm, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bastard's fallen. My father is somewhere in this tower. I won't leave him in Thorm's hands. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination. Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, Thorm will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig, the closer we get.
I have something to ask.
Shah has discarded young Shadowheart like a broken toy. The gods are ever fickle. I was the Absolute's dagger. I remember every throat that it held me to, and every drop of blood it forced me to spill. I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded. I would rather die than endure it again. The tadpole. The absolute. They work together like a drug. I did not feel I was compelled to act against my will. I felt ecstatic to serve. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. The best choice. Even though I could no more have resisted its commands than flesh can resist decay. Even rational minds like ours cannot reject such a powerful influence. The absolute can make the impossible seem inevitable. I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Lolth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered, my oath endures. I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute. It is not noble, it is necessary. If we do not destroy the cultists, they will destroy everything. We are all that stands between this world and annihilation.
Ketheric's soul still nourishes the shadows. Destroy him, so the land may heal. So that I may heal.
Shah's ire has shaken Shadowheart. And yet she goes on. There is untold strength there, I feel. Druids and Harpers joined together to put a stop to Ketheric Thorm. We marched on Moonrise, and after much fighting, we prevailed. Even in defeat, though, Ketheric turned to Shah. Not long after we sealed him away in his tomb, the Shadow Curse took hold. No one had seen the likes of it before. No one knew how to react. Then it started to claim all those within its reach. Those who had survived the battles now fell to the Shadows, became part of the Shadows. And worst of all, I lost contact with Thaniel. I wanted to try and find him, but we couldn't stay. We would have all succumbed. When the Archdruid of the Grove, my predecessor, was seized by the curse, I had to lead the survivors to safety. That was my first day as Archdruid. An inauspicious beginning. You are right, but I must not lose focus until everything has been put right. I've wasted too much time already. Years in which nature has suffered. Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is. So do I. But one duty at a time.
Open up.
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale. Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him. I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. I will be. Soon. I am perhaps just one hard day away from being without any troubles at all. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Thank you. But even if we do find another way, perhaps this is the right way. The end fate wishes for me. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. I can feel it. Ever since we set foot in this strange, corrupted land. The closer we get, the heavier my own heart becomes. Stay with me a while, will you? Day will come all too soon, even in this place. Yes, but there is so much to live for and so few moments in which to house it all. Damn you. Damn you for giving me so much to care about. Our friends, our adventures. This would have been so much easier if it was just me, but it isn't. If there is a way, any way, to save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it. I just cannot fathom what that might be, other than to fail Mystra and condemn the world. Stay with me, will you? I don't want to think of it anymore, but I don't want to be alone either.
Did you see it? The path of light. That's good, right? Means we might make it out of here alive. I'll be here if you need anything.
Path to Moonrise is opening up. Time for vengeance.
What to do?
I'm ready.
Defender of the people.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Still breathing, despite everything. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Unshackled from shadows, she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Cleric on the rooftop, and the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Cleric will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave. This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed? A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the general himself. Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise. Say the word, and we're off. At the ready, harpers! In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come. Cleric will taste of death at last.
anything of use?
Shadow to shadow. Soon the final record. Once more unto battle. Once more to save Baldur's Gate.
It's a grim task, picking provisions from the dead. But the way I hear it, the fighting's not done yet. You need to resupply. Lady, light your way.
especially old school.
Defender of the people.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Shadow to shadow. Soon